Hi, I'm Jen, the Holistic Health Boss, your functional diagnostic health practitioner and expert. And in this video, I want to give you 5 tips that I have found to be super critical in reaching the finish line for any health goal so that you can actually achieve whatever health goals you're setting out to tackle in 2020 and for this decade. Because can you believe it that we just not only started another new year, but an entire decade? The start of a new decade brings a whole new meaning to setting goals for the year, because what you set your sights on now can essentially set the tone for what you want the next 10 years to look like. So to help you kick off your decade right, I want to give you 5 tips to help you actually nail your health goals this year, and for real this time. Because how many times have you told yourself that this is going to be the year? This is going to be the year that you maybe finally get your energy back, or you finally feel good in your body again as you've been longing to. It's gonna be the year that you ditch the stress and make more time for self-care, or maybe it's gonna be the year to figure out what is really going on with your hormones so that you could get them back in balance. Or maybe it's the year that you're going to reverse your autoimmune issues and manage them naturally, or get to the bottom of your bloating and digestive struggles once and for all, and ultimately get back to feeling like yourself again, or for the very first time in your entire life. Now, as most people do, you probably always start the new year with the absolute best of intentions, but quickly find yourself getting lost in the chaos of everyday life. And before you know it, the whole year or a decade has practically passed you by, and you still find yourself feeling uncomfortable in your body, maybe sick or tired all of the time. And I totally feel ya. I've fallen into this vicious cycle myself in the past, but I made some major shifts halfway through the last decade that we just closed out in order to get my energy and my body back. So first, let me tell you, it's not your fault if you haven't reached your New Year's resolutions in the years past. There is no such thing as failure. There is only feedback. Feedback that you need a different plan of attack, and that's what I want to help you with in this video. Because there's more to achieving a goal than just setting one. If you think about it, marathon runners don't just wake up one day and run a marathon, right? They train for it. They fuel their body for it. They buy the right clothing for it. They put energy and thought into exactly how they are going to make it to the finish line when it comes to race day. So like training for a marathon, in order to nail your health goals, you need the right plan, the right resources, and the right kind of support. So that's why I want to give you these 5 tips to help you actually nail your health goals this year, for real this time, and set the tone for how you want the next 10 years and this new decade to actually go for you. Now, I have worked with hundreds of clients, and no matter what the goal might be, I have found these 5 tips to be critical for reaching the finish line of any health goal. Now, the first one is to focus on the why, not the what. I mean, because who wouldn't like to lose a little weight, have more energy, or control of their health naturally? But those are surface goals. It's not what's on the outside that really matters. It's what's on the inside that will keep you motivated day after day. Because what would having more energy, control of your health, and weight actually do for you? It would change your life, right? It would give you more confidence. You would feel more comfortable in your own skin. As a result, you would be able to focus better at work and make more money. You would be a better parent or a partner. You would be able to travel the world, hike the tallest mountain, and do anything physically that you wanted to do with a feeling of joy to go along with it. You essentially would be limitless. Now, when I trained for a marathon, sure, there were days that I didn't want to get out of bed and run a ridiculous amount of miles. And when I was in the depths of healing Hashimoto's and mold illness, there were plenty of times when I wanted to throw in the towel. But reconnecting with my why is what kept me going, and it's what keeps my clients going too when you have tough days, and it also inspires you even on the good days. Now, tip number 2 is to clear the clutter and distractions. Distractions are everywhere and they can come in any form. Food, finances, physical clutter in your home, negative people who drain your energy, or people who convince you to do things that aren't actually in your health's best interest or in alignment with how you want to be feeling. So think of it this way. If you have to stare at the cookies in the chocolate chip aisle every day in the pantry, eventually they're going to get the best of you, right? So give yourself some time to set up your environment to support the pursuit of whatever your goals are. Clear the food out of the pantry and the fridge that isn't in alignment with how you want to be eating. Put together a budget or your finances and get your finances in order so you don't have to worry about them, and then you can focus on yourself. Maybe take one day to organize that hall closet, garage, or other cluttered space in your home so that you can think and breathe. And set some healthy boundaries for those people in your life who may not be on the same path as you. Instead of gossiping over cocktails, maybe suggest to grab a coffee or take a walk, and set a time limit with a reasonable excuse as to why you need to get going so you can keep it short. Once the clutter is out of the way, then you can move forward on a very clear path towards your goals. Now, tip number 3 is to build upon existing rituals. We all brush our teeth in the morning, or at least I hope that you do. And this is a ritual or habit and something that we can essentially build upon. Oftentimes, what feels overwhelming about going after your health goals is the idea of having to create time or space for them to work out, to eat healthy, meditate, drink more water, etc. But what if you just built upon the time that you've already carved out for the ritual or habits that you already have in place? This really helped me build a meditation practice, for example. I started just with 10 to 15 minutes of meditation after our evening family dog walk as part of my nightly wind down routine. And it eventually grew into 30 minutes, and I got so much benefit out of it that I yearned for it so much that I eventually implemented it into my morning routine right before my workout. Oil pulling is another great example for me. I do it 3 mornings per week while I prepare my dog's breakfast. It allows me to tackle 2 things at once, and I'm all about efficiency, so see where you can add that in too. Another great example that my clients really enjoy is doing their meditation in the car, in the driveway, when they get home from work before they actually enter into the house. It's a great way to disconnect from work and be present for loved ones while also you giving your body time to recover and reset. So assess your current rituals and how you can build upon them with the things that you would like to be doing for yourself in order to support the health goals that you might have. And if you want to learn more about rituals to support your health and happiness, then I highly encourage you to check out the upcoming Return of Ritual show that I was recently a guest on, and you'll see me provide links or post about that as well. Now, tip number 4 is to recruit the right support and resources, because it's okay to ask for help and don't let your ego tell you otherwise. Instead of spinning your wheels about what foods to eat, what exercise to engage in, which meditation to try, supplements to take, or about anything else that might support your health goals, recruit the right experts and resources to be your guide so that you can take the guesswork and work in general out of it. As the old saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. It can also take a team of experts or resources to help you reach your health goals. So set yourself up for success by hiring the right experts to hold you accountable and give you the resources that you need in order to feel your best. Your health goals dream team might include a personal trainer, a health coach like myself, a chiropractor, acupuncturist, spiritual guide, or other types of health professionals that you need. And remember, you are worth it to make the investment in these experts. Now, tip number 5 is to stop shooting in the dark. If you've absolutely tried everything when it comes to diet and exercise, yet nothing seems to work, then it's time to test instead of guess. You are unique, and therefore your diet, exercise, sleep supplements, and stress reduction needs will be too. What works for one person isn't exactly going to work for you. So when your attempts to lose weight, increase your energy, and get your health back under control aren't working, it's typically a sign that something bigger is going on beneath the surface, such as hormone imbalance, liver congestion, poor nutrient absorption, or fat for fuel metabolism, and your typical types of blood tests aren't really going to pick up on these hidden dysfunctions that might be going on. Your results will always be lacking no matter how many diets or workout routines you try if you've got something bigger going on underneath the hood of your body. So stop shooting in the dark, run some functional lab tests that will give you a bigger picture of your overall health and help you to take a more strategic and personalized approach to reaching your health goals this year and setting the tone for that decade. Now, I would love to know how I can support you more in achieving your goals in 2020, and I have a special opportunity for you. I would love it if you could take 2 minutes to complete a quick survey for me by January 16th, and as a result, you'll be entered to win 3 free health coaching sessions with me. Because as the Holistic Health Boss, my mission is to support busy, health-minded people like you in getting access to the right lab tests and resources so that you can find the missing pieces to your health puzzle and get back to feeling like yourself again, or for the very first time. Now, to enter in the contest and complete the survey, all you have to do is either click on the links below or go to one of my Facebook or Instagram posts, depending on where you found this video, and complete that survey in less than 2 minutes. Awesome. I hope that you found this helpful and it helps you set the tone for not only 2020, but for the decade that is ahead. I'll see you in the next video.